Good morning. This is JC. What you're looking at right now is a screenshot of what I received when I tried to access Social Security last Friday. Okay. I could not get on. I finally got on Saturday, but they still couldn't get anything done. So I want to switch here and show you um, and let you hear an article that's right now, today, available on Raw Story. This article says untested new software installed by Doge employees crashing Social Security servers. Well, you saw what happened to me on Friday, so let's listen to the article.
Untested new software installed by Doge employees crashing Social Security servers. Report. Retirees and other beneficiaries of funds distributed by the Social Security Administration, SSA, are having major problems accessing their online accounts since staffers from Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, have assumed control of the agency. According to a report from the Washington Post, access to accounts has been unavailable for hours extending into days after new software was installed, with a message popping up reading online service not available and ending there. As the Post's Lisa Rain, Hannah Nautensone, and Elizabeth Dwoskin are reporting, even when the site is...
You saw that message that was on the screenshot that I showed you at the beginning before this started into this article. That's exactly what it said. Online services is not available at this time and nothing more.
Is back online. Many customers have not been able to sign into their accounts or have logged in only to find information missing. For others, access to the system has been slow, requiring repeated tries to get in. Also, read, came as a surprise to me, senators troubled by one aspect of government funding bill. The problem seemed to stem from Doge changes, with the report adding, many of the network outages appear to be caused by an expanded fraud check system imposed by the Doge team, current and former officials said. The technology...
One of the things that I learned in 35 years of writing and testing computer programs is that frequently computer programs are thrown into service with very little testing or none at all. And so what you're getting in there is garbage. Garbage in, garbage out, as we used to say. And I'll say right now that these young punks that are in their 20s or maybe less, they are what we called cowboys in my day. They shoot from the hip. They write a program and they think that it's perfect, and then they throw it in and it's a piece of garbage. So it sounds to me like Doge has a bunch of young cowboys in there putting software in, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And I can tell you right now that Elon Musk is not technical enough to understand this stuff to be able to know what he's doing either. I don't care if he used to write game programs when he was a kid. Writing software for major systems is a whole different story. And he's putting a bunch of these little idiots in there who are just throwing things in right and left. And so what you're going to get now is not a actual good system. You're going to get a patch system. And a patch system will break down more frequently than one that's actually been tested and put in properly. So they threw in a system quickly, and now they're patching it. And that's why it's working some of the time, and some of the time it's not working. Okay, let's continue.
Technology staff did not test the new software against a high volume of users to see if the servers could handle the rush, these officials said. This follows complaints from staffers who have not been fired as part of Donald Trump's attempt to restructure government, which led one employee to say the agency...
What they're talking about is called escalation. When you put in software, as the load on the server escalates, the software has to handle it. So you do escalation testing. You do volume testing is another term for it, to test larger and larger volumes of users on the server simultaneously at the same time. Hold on, I'm going to pause. Sorry about that. My vacuum cleaner started. I had to stop it.
He is in a death spiral since the takeover. According to one employee who wished to remain anonymous, it's just been a lot of craziness, a lot of foolishness. Until they get rid of Doge and the person in office right now, and the Republicans actually get a backbone and stand up for something for once in their lives, things are just going to be complete chaos. That's really the best word to describe SSA right now, just complete, utter chaos. They added, it couldn't understand the coding, so everything they said SSA was doing illegally, they weren't. Common sense is something they lack. They don't know what they're doing. Related, Social Security headed for collapse as Trump admin hell-bent on breaking it, expert. On Monday, the Post is reporting that massive panic set in last week after many of the 7.4 million adults and children receiving monthly benefits under the anti-poverty program known as Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, were alerted they were currently not receiving payments, according to internal documents. According to Darcy Milburn, Director of Social Security and Healthcare Policy at nonprofit ARC, Social Security's response has been, oops. It's woefully insufficient when we're talking about a government agency that's holding someone's lifeline in their hands. One senior staffer told the Post, we're just spiking like crazy. It's people who are terrified that DOJ is messing with our systems. It's the sheer massive volume of freaked out people. You can read more here.
Now, I know you're aware of the hands-off march last weekend on Saturday, this past weekend, and they basically, hundreds of thousands of people marched, but now it's time for a Social Security march. All of us 73 million Social Security recipients should march, walk with the walkers, go in your wheelchairs, go any way you can, get to Washington, D.C., and just let these people on Capitol Hill know that they're fucking with our livelihood. And one of the things that I learned living around the mobsters in Detroit, Michigan, when I grew up is if the mobster, you messed with their money, that was the last thing you did. You'd never mess with as they said, you never mess with a man's income. Now you would say you never mess with a person's income. In short, don't fuck with my money, or you will find out the consequences. That will be your fuck around and find out. This is JC, St. Louis's oldest living hippie. I'm sorry this is so long. I hope you listen to it. But pox some more, Jack. Keep on trucking. Fuck Doge, fuck Musk, and fuck Trump.